16-0 Radio Network, bringing you all Dolphins, everything Dolphins, and only Dolphins as the Phins look to take on the Oakland Raiders, and they did so this week, and we are going to bring you the results from that game as the Phins looking for their first 6-0 start since 1972. Of course, in the days of Dan Marino and all of that goodness, the only perfect season ever, and it starts off well here as they are undefeated and looking for one more. And here's Connor Cook filling in for the injured Derek Carr, finding Malcolm Brown, the rookie, over the middle on the curl route, and then Cook, once more pressure comes, but he gets it away to former Seattle Seahawk Luke Wilson, backing up Jimmy Graham for those years there, and Cook off to a good start, but here comes Latavius Murray down inside the 10, and an injured Rashad Jones on the play, as that is one of Murray's most successful runs on the day, and Rashad Jones was missed 8 weeks with a shoulder tear, I believe, and not good as he's one of the best safeties in the NFL. His replacement would be Chris Davis here as the ball comes out. That's Shaq Thompson getting there. And the relentless Miami defense coming in second in the NFL gets the big play. But right here, Leonte Carroo over the middle, and that is a big, big hit by Reggie Nelson. Over the middle, and that one is knocked free. Could not hang on, as you can see. But here's Devontae Parker hanging on in double coverage. Reggie Nelson in coverage as well that time. And here Miami putting together a solid drive, but here comes Khalil Mack to bring down Ryan Tannehill and therefore crush Miami's dreams of anything, but it's okay. Miami has had their dreams crushed many, many times before. And here's Luke Wilson, and this is a big, big play for the former Seahawk who has wheels, and Chris Davis going to outrun him and bring him down at the 4-yard line. Chris Davis filling in nicely, and Rashad Jones would not have been able to make that play. And right here, stone wall. Loss of 2 on that play, and that is pretty much the whole Miami defensive line. And right here, Connor Cook going to get brought down in a hurry, rolling out to his left, and Luke Patterson feeds him the pain. Dial 9 for long-distance calls, and right here, Miami taking back over. Set up screen for Tevin Felder, and a great tackle. That was Reggie Nelson again. Clearly a factor in this one so far. So the drive continues here for the Miami Dolphins. First down now, throw right side to Leonte Carroo, and Sean Smith brings him down. But Carroo is already out of bounds. That's going to be unnecessary roughness against Sean Smith, and Carroo shaken up on the play. And he will miss about 5 weeks of action with that one, as that was a serious injury on the cheap play by Sean Smith. And right here, it's not going to stop Oscar Roosevelt from getting down to the 33-yard line with the penalty, and then from the 33-yard line now in field goal range. Big throw, big catch, and Devontae Parker walking into the end zone for a touchdown. A little bit quiet in Oscar Roosevelt's step up here, but looking to get right where he left off. Single coverage there at that time, and Ryan Tannehill took clear advantage of Devontae Parker. And now Miami leads by 1 point after the PAT, and Connor Cook now going down. Philip Wisniewski, the rookie out of Florida, gets there for the big sack. And Miami looking good as they get the football back here. And it's Tannehill throwing quick outside, and it's tipped, and it's caught by Eric Redmond. What a juggling circus catch that time, filling in for Leonte Carroo. Then empty backfield, more on Redmond later. Here's going to be a big play to Devontae Parker. Tannehill reading the defense perfectly that time. And then on the following play, speaking of Devontae Parker, Tannehill, dial 9 for long distance calls. Devontae Parker way downfield, down to the 10, and a saving tackle at the 6-yard line is Devontae Parker exposing the Raiders corner that time, 1-on-1. And then right here, Eric Redmond capping off the drive with a slant. Tannehill doing a great job of reading the defense and finding out what's going to work as Eric Redmond gets his first of hopefully many receptions. So big players filling in here. Chris Davis having a couple big plays, and then of course Eric Redmond set up screen this time, read perfectly, and the rush comes, and Luke Patterson gets there. A coverage sack for Miami. And they get the football back now in the third quarter, now leading 14-6 in a low-scoring contest with a lot of big plays as Eric Redmond makes another big play. And now right here, Tannehill going to throw long downfield, and that's picked off, just taking a chance, and that is Sean Smith getting the perfect interception, and Oscar Roosevelt had no chance for that one. Poor decision by Ryan Tannehill. And up 8, you have to be a little bit more careful here. Off his back foot now is Cook, finding Luke Wilson down at the 31-yard line, hopefully in field goal range, but needing a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Set up screen now, And Latavius Murray getting some blocks, and he's going to stumble forward and fall forward for the first down with 6 minutes left in the game. And now skip forward. Cook going to roll out by time off his back foot, and that is going to be Malcolm Brown in the end zone. And now the question is, can they get the 2-point conversion to tie this game up? This is the game right here. Give to Latavius Murray, not catching them off guard after a penalty. It set them back, and Latavius Murray not getting anything, as that's an Ndamukong Suh to blow it up. And a first down wins this game pretty much. And there is Darren Waller in open field across the 40 to the 45 and down at the 47-yard line. And Darren Waller stepping up there, the third tight end on the roster. And now 3rd down and 2, Derek Henry checks in. And everybody, this is game. Derek Henry first down, and this one is over as the Miami Dolphins pull away victorious in a very low-scoring contest. Only 26 total points scored against 2 very, very high-profile defenses, and we saw that Latavius Murray was completely shut down in this game, and the Raiders' offensive line even fell to this Miami Dolphins defense. There was a lot going on in this game where Connor Cook had to throw a lot more, and a lot of the times he actually succeeded as Luke Wilson came up with the biggest plays of the game for the Oakland Raiders, and it may even be responsible for most of the points. Luke Wilson and new addition Malcolm Brown are both key reasons as to why this team could even keep up in the first place. It's also worth noting that at this point last season, the Dolphins were 2-4. Yeah, 2-4, and they have completely turned that around with a strong draft class and some key trades and new additions in free agency. It's very important to note as well that this team has a lot of salary cap space after trading a majority of their team in the favor of rookies. Rashad Jones will be out with a shoulder tear for 5 weeks, but less notably, 8 weeks for Leonte Carruth, who is the 3rd receiver, but Eric Redmond showed that he could step up in this game. Next week, we take on the New York Jets, who are struggling at 1-6. It's going to be an interesting game, and hopefully